used to play Royale High religiously, but now every time I get on, I just get bored. There's barely any people to talk to, and everybody's just farming literally in order to buy new items, or there's no time to really enjoy the role-playing mechanics anymore. Another thing that kinda annoyed me is when the new school was released. I was expecting, for it to be fully released, but till this day, it's only like 25% completed. So yeah, I feel like they're lacking in the content department and the overpriced items, but these are just my opinions. It bores me a lot. I used to love it, but the items are so overpriced and I genuinely lack motivation as someone with a low attention span. The game lost role players and a lot of players are very rude from what I've seen. I miss the old versions where people roleplayed and weren't just farming. I used to play with my friends, but we all left for different games. It's 2017 and it's the weekend. You're finally done with elementary school and it's time to play some Roblox. A new game at Chantix High catches your eye. A game based on the children's TV show The Wicks Club, where you can dress up as any fairy and be any mermaid, dress up however you like, and roleplay with random people and make friends. I mean, at this time there were free costumes, there were no grinding involved to get a tutu, diamonds were given by being in the game, wings cost 100 diamonds at least, you could get candies during Halloween by exploring and not spending hours grinding or paying for it, clothes were affordable for everybody, and the dark fairies might have fought you for the dorms, but they didn't make you feel lesser than. Even then, Royale High still gets a concurrent player base now, populating a shell of what it used to be. What happened? It all starts with the conception of Royale High, or the deletion of Enchantix. Call Me Bob found the wonders of charging for game passes, where she released the diamond multipliers. You could say it starts with the creator herself, which you could say has always destined to become money-hungry and belligerent to its supporters and creators. Not implying that Call Me Bob is evil, that maybe she's smart in knowing that her player base is currently growing into people with incomes now, or that in our shifting comedy she needs more money? Not that I actually see that being true. Who knows the true in-depth interpersonal journey of having a huge game with passionate players does to a person, especially when the money floodgates open. By introducing multiplier game passes, naturally Royale High started raising prices, but not until later. So establishing that Royale High's root of their dying tree is the conception of Royale High, we can clearly see that the time, the changes, and the general evolution of popular Roblox games itself, including the current climate on Roblox, all pours into the fate of that was designed to be. To completely understand this, we have to look at the current and past Roblox climate. Roblox 2017. Roblox started its rebranding this year for a more modern look to the dismay of its players. It kicked off 8 community events in this year, including the Egg Hunt, Jailbreak release taking Prison Life's spot. Users now need to enter their date of birth before entering any information when signing up. The forums were stripped to developer talk only. With the influx of changes that stripped away the community, they released events to compensate. I don't know how to explain it, but during this time the community felt so tight-knit. It was easier making friends than breathing. And the YouTube Roblox community had subgenres of small creators that flourished together to make interpersonal content for the joy of content creation and for the joy of Roblox. Game passes were almost a rarity. Roblox pets like we know today are not a concept at this time. Adopt Me was about role-playing as a family. There were no cash-grab gambling games flooding the front page, and the colors weren't blinding to extract money off of mommy's credit card. I know that I'm using comparisons from today's Roblox to old Roblox, but that's just because that's the only way for you to completely understand it. Completely understanding how drastic these changes are. Roblox 2024. Roblox releases the core blocks Deathwalker, a very disappointing, ridiculously expensive bundle that failed and met backlash from the community. Roblox releases the first event since 2020, the Metaverse era, The Hunt, which got tons of hype, but yet again met with disappointment, as Roblox put 100 games to complete for shitty-looking avatar items, with most of the games reflecting on the current state of Roblox. Colorful money printers, designed for extracting the attention span and money of children, leaving a stain on the egg hunt we used to know and love, and showing the lack of awareness Roblox has gained. Roblox has been stuck in this metaverse limbo since 2020, as everyone's dad and grandpa hopped onto cryptocurrencies, metaverses, and NFTs. It's very clear that Builderman is one of those crypto guys, ranking in other rich crypto guys to invest in the Roblox metaverse, only advertising to investors, cutting off any Roblox avatar from their advertising, promoting 17+ games, rebranding games to experiences, introducing online dating, voice chat, and UGC, completely changing the structure of Roblox in only 4 years, constantly beating down and ignoring the community and favoring money over everything, quantity over quality, and the Roblox metaverse over everything else. These comparisons are devastatingly drastic. The way it got this way was the fault of Roblox themselves and how they've evolved. And time itself, as internet culture has become general mainstream culture, it's one that's fast-moving and filled by negativity and drama. Internet culture is now arguing over nothing and entering discussions that don't apply to you. We're coming up with new derogatory terms to be funny, and meowing on the hood for the Roblox e-boy that they've never seen in person. So as the internet becomes more toxic, Roblox and Royale High does too. How do older medias keep up with their audiences? They grow up with their audience. Take a look at Club Penguin. Club Penguin was a thriving game for a while when you were a kid, right? You might have played it for a year and then grew up, and it became a distant memory. So you desperately try and find the game again, but instead it's gone and now you have to play the reborn version. And even then, that gets taken down. And you play for nostalgia one time and get bored and forget about it. The reason why it failed is because they did not grow up with their audience. Lack of updates to improve the game to make it more appealing for preteens and so on completely killed their game. Now the game is played for nostalgia, abandoning the huge community it once was. You could say Royale High has successfully grown with their audience, but I absolutely think they missed the mark big time. Royale High has become such a pretty game. The new campus is beautiful and the UI makes me happy as someone who's into art and graphic design. Everything about the current game is utterly, exactly, and specifically what I was searching for on Roblox. As a 16-year-old girl who played that very game when I was little without realizing it, my face lit up when I found out this game was once Enchantix High. 6 months ago, I tried out Royale High. Confusing at first, so I had to watch a lot of tutorials. Kinda made me feel dumb, since it's supposed to be a children's game. I found myself searching for every single chest in the game, which took hours. I got 10k diamonds. I really thought I could get an avatar like everybody else's at this point. But opening the shop, my jaw dropped. I could only afford wings. I spent hours doing what I thought was the ultimate way to get started on this game. But Royale High smacked me with the reality that I either sacrifice all my free time doing the same repeated tasks over and over, or I give them all my hard-earned cash. And their game passes aren't cheap by any means. They make over 100 bucks per 10 people who have bought the 4-time multiplier game passes, meaning they made millions off of that game pass alone. And that won't even be enough. You will still need to dedicate all of your time to grinding. Even then, you'll probably just end up buying diamonds themselves. Oh, and then you click on somebody's journal and it's fully decorated so beautifully, and they have 900 likes and a halo you never seem to get. Oh, and they have this super adorable decked out locker. And oh, all that customization costs money, by the way. Want to be faster so we can save you a sliver of the overall time you spend grinding? Money, please? Also, please trade me and get scammed. Want more hair colors? Money, please. Want anything to do with this game? Money or time? Please. This is the perfect example of barely missing the mark, and it all comes crashing down. If only they didn't want to milk as many millions as they can out of the players. It is not growing with your audience to make the game this tedious. Teens who are getting jobs on top of school are not going to spend all of their free time grinding for nothing. Teens will mishandle and dismantle their future and current financial choices by giving these millionaire developers more money. Or teens might slack off on school or their jobs just to get virtual legs. Are you kidding me? I mean, it's so ridiculous how perfectly everything fucked up. A perfect mix of the increasingly getting more richer game devs and the platforms it's on not giving a fuck either. That's it for this video. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope it was definitely not inaccurate. But this video took a long time to make, and I want to thank these creators right here for the information on the history of Royale High. I watched a bit of their videos, so I'd like to thank them. I already did in the intro, but it was too short. And thank you for watching. This took so much effort, so smash that like button, subscribe, and tell all your friends about me, okay?